Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Going to the run, it's Lacy. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The option look. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you've got to worry about him in the running game, and there on the option, he makes the right decision keeping it, and he caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they don't miss that opportunity, moving at 11 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Snatches it on the right. Turning it on. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lynch. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard.
Makes the grab past the marker. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception. on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Young. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. The option, he'll keep it. Now the toss. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Running inside, it's Lacy. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That
snags it and he's open. Touchdown Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw at Young. Under fire. Sets up the screen. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. I had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Goes to the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. There's a crease. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the scoop. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He'll field it close to the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play. Ball right in his hands.
He's got it way down the field. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The run inside. It's Lynch. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. "90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Eakin. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lynch. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Into the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the run, it's Lacy. Fights off a defender. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Running inside. It's done. He breaks a tackle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air. It's Young. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got his man down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that one.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Zings it complete to the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. These corners backing off a bit. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. He's got it. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one too.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
As quarterbacks, you want to best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking down the middle. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. On the option. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the out.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Houston.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. He's got his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll give it on the counter. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Looking for a deep man. And he's thrown another interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The run inside. It's Lacy. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Now on the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Here comes the option. Pulls it again on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Young. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going to throw deep right side. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Unleashes to the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to... Receiver going in motion. The option look. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking for space. It's done. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Partial completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. There's some room. All the way. Touchdown, Cougars.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
The Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Trying play.